Exciting news today coming out about Compass Pathways, the pharmaceutical company that's developing COMP360, which is a synthetic psilocybin. The company released new data from their 6-month phase 3 clinical trial about COMP360 for treatment-resistant depression. Now, these are people who often struggle with depression for years and haven't responded to multiple conventional treatments like SSRIs or traditional therapy. And here's what the data showed. Out of the nearly 600 participants who were enrolled across the different trial dose groups, in the main treatment arm, these are patients who received the 25 milligram doses of COMP360, 2 doses 3 weeks apart, along with psychological support like talk therapy. By week 6, 39% of them achieved what researchers showed as clinically meaningful improvements to their depression symptoms. More importantly, many of those improvements were maintained through at least 6 months post-treatment. For the most part, there were no long-term residual side effects after, which is very uncommon for traditional medications like SSRIs. This matters because treatment-resistant depression is one of the most difficult conditions in psychiatry to treat. And across 2 separate phase 3 clinical trials, COMP360 has now consistently demonstrated rapid improvement, durable benefits, and statistically significant results. And these are results that the FDA is looking for in order to approve their treatment medication. Now, COMP360 or Compass Pathways has already submitted their request for a new drug application with the goal of getting it submitted and approved later this year, hopefully by early 2027, being able to prescribe these medications out to people. Now, none of this is surprising because indigenous cultures have been working with magic mushrooms for generations, and researchers and explorers like Timothy Leary and Richard Albert, they were talking about these medicines long time ago, back in the 1960s. And of course, churches like ours believe that these sacraments help us connect with the divine up there and within here. And what's exciting is that modern science is finally catching up with the observations and knowledge that people have had for thousands of years. Now, I wish the FDA would approve natural mushrooms, but that's a whole nother that I'm not going to get into in this video. Now, it's also interesting because you can have rating scales for depression and quantify changes of quality of life, anxiety, and functioning. But what these trials don't measure is things like greater forgiveness, awe, connection with the divine, those experiences that are deeply spiritual and religious that I believe are one of the most important parts of the transformation journey that help people with depression, help people find greater meaning in life. I'm a veteran, I'm a psychedelic chaplain, and if you want to stay informed on the latest psychedelic research, FDA approvals, or mental health specifically for veterans, click the follow button. Thanks.